My name is Ategeka Frank, and I was born and raised by a Rwandan refugee woman in Uganda. In 1985, towards the genocide in Rwanda, my mother and her parents fled and settled in western Uganda in Kyangwari refugee settlement. At the age of 13, she became pregnant by a Ugandan man, and she was taken to a traditional birth attendant in 1988, where I was born. Because cultural values and beliefs did not allow intermarriages between refugees and Ugandans by then, she was abandoned by her husband. She stayed in the refugee settlement where she faced a number of challenges, stretching from limited access to health care, limited access to water, to name but a few. I grew up facing all these challenges until when I was around 10 years and left the refugee settlement for school. Because I saw all the challenges that she went through, and then I realized it was not only refugees who are facing these challenges, but also Ugandan girls that are deep in the rural communities. In 2013, at university in Makerere University, I thought of a solution. And this solution would help me bring together refugees and Ugandans in rural communities that were facing the same challenges to ensure that we have improved access to health care or even other services for the refugees and those in the rural communities to ensure that they are involved in sustainable development. This is how Rural Aid Foundation was born. Rural Aid Foundation's mandate is mainly to ensure that vulnerable rural communities and persons affected by conflict and disaster, like refugees, have access to services for sustainable development. Today, I'm here to talk about a new project that is meant to help adolescent girls and young women that face a problem of limited self-reliance. And as a result, they've turned into sex work and they've been exploited and they've been exposed to new HIV infections. This project is to empower adolescent girls and young women to ensure that they are self-reliant, to ensure that they get employment skills and also business skills so that they are able to set up small businesses so that they are able to be self-reliant. Today, this project is going to be managed by a team of volunteers, 4 volunteers. And as part of this project, whereas I'll be playing a lead role, I'm going to have Gertrude Najumba as the co-leader for this project. And among the volunteers for this project, we shall have Mugenyi Mary, who is an adolescent girl and young woman who dropped out of school due to early pregnancy in Bwamiramira sub-county in Kijwiga village. We shall also have Kugonza Charles, who is also going to be working as our communications volunteer during the period of this project. We are also going to have Nasaza Irene, who is also a young woman who gave birth at the age of 14, and she has never got an opportunity to go back to school. We're also going to have Musenyi Vincent, who is a young man, and he's an orphan, and he has always strived to ensure that he keeps in school, but he doesn't have all the scholastic materials and needs, and he has played a very key role in supporting her sisters to ensure that they access education. I want to talk about this project in details. What will the project involve and what do we want to achieve at the end of the day? This project, because currently we run the same project, building employment skills for adolescent, building employment and business skills for adolescent girls and young women. We started this project in 2018 by purchasing 3 computers, and then we got a free room in town or around Karuguza Trading Center, where we've been training adolescent girls and young women in computer skills. And since then, we have so far trained 15 of them in ICT skills, including printing, binding, photocopying, and also business skills as well. This project, under this project, we are going to increase the number of adolescent girls and young women that we recruit for this project annually. We've been having a total of 24 of them, but with the support that we are going to get during this project, we intend to have a total number of 80 girls and young women being trained in computer skills and business skills as well. How will the project work? We shall recruit 20 adolescent girls and young women each quarter of the year, train them in computer skills and business skills. And the training is going to be taking place in 2 shifts. We shall be having 10 beneficiaries in the morning shift and 10 beneficiaries in the afternoon shift. This grant that we are applying for is going to help us to buy 5 more computers that we are going to add to the 3 that we already have. The grant is also going to help us buy a better printer for this project so that we are able to achieve our goal. In addition to this, we shall also be purchasing a sealing machine for the project, or to enable the adolescent girls and young women carry out their trainings and other activities. In addition to this, we are looking at the sustainability of this project. In the last quarter of this project, we shall be able to recruit a center management committee that is going to be made up of adolescent girls and young women who will be able to ensure the sustainability of this project by ensuring that they continuously recruit and train adolescent girls and young women in computer and business skills. And also, we are going, during the period of this project, we shall be able to extend ICT services or computer services to the neighboring communities at a subsidized fee, at least to ensure that we get to ensure that at least we get services, we get funds or fees that will enable us to pay for rent costs, fuel for the generator, and also to cater for a little transport refund for the computer trainers who are actually adolescent girls who graduated from our previous training. And at the end of this project, what do you want to see? We want to see a community where we have adolescent girls and young women who are self-reliant, they are running small businesses, they are able to support their own selves and also their children, because most of them are actually abandoned by their husbands because of issues of polygamous families. As a team leader for Rural Aid Foundation, I highly appreciate all the support that we are going to get for this grant. And also, feel free to contact us in case we have any other support that we can be able to render us in terms of economic empowerment project and also health strengthening projects through your networks and teams. Thank you so much.